Hi everyone, God bless. It doesn't matter what anyone believes. Without proof or evidence of what someone believes, it has no credibility.
For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also.
We are to be conscious with the same mind as Jesus, who thought it was not robbery to be equal with God.
Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus, who, being in the form of God, thought it not robbery to be equal with God.
If someone tells you just have faith and believe because they tell you to, anyone who believes what they are saying is vain, which is producing no results or useless. This is faith without works.
But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised.
Wavering is to be undecided between two opinions or courses of action. This means we are to hold fast our faith without judgment of right and wrong or good and bad. If two people are arguing over an opinion, the one believes one thing and the other believes the complete opposite. They both believe they are right from their own perspective, and they both believe the other is wrong from their own perspective. So who is really right and who is really wrong? They each have half the truth, but they can only see what they know as truth because of the conditioning on how they were taught to think. If we would open our mind and look at the evidence the other person believes in, instead of just not believing in it, we now can make a decision based on proof and experimentation rather than blind faith and a convinced belief. If these two people would sit down and take the time to understand the other person's perspective, they now can judge the opinion and not the person.
Yea, a man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have works. Shew me thy faith without thy works, and I will shew thee my faith by my works.
One has faith, the other experience. Everyone has been misled into just believing without researchable data and evidence.
For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God.
By is mostly used when referring to a means of something, and through is used in relation to a process. By is a location, next to something, past or beyond something. Through is location, from one location to another or across something. By is a period of time. Through is time, during the whole period of. By is the manner of something. Through is the manner in which something is achieved. By is a result. Through is a completion of an activity. For as a result of grace, we are saved in the completion of faith, not of ourselves, but a gift from God. For the manner of grace, faith is achieved, not what we ourselves have achieved, but a direct gift from God.
Knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Jesus Christ, even we have believed in Jesus Christ, that we might be justified by the faith of Christ, and not by the works of the law. For by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified.
Justified means to show or prove to be right or reasonable, or to declare or make righteous in the sight of God. A man is not made righteous in the sight of God in the manner of the works of the law, but in the manner of the faith Jesus Christ had. We have believed that we might be made righteous in the manner of the faith of Christ, and not in the manner of the works of the law. For in the manner of the works of the law shall no flesh be made righteous in the sight of God.
But if, while we seek to be justified by Christ, we ourselves are also found sinners, Is therefore Christ the minister of sin? God forbid.
If we seek to be made righteous in the manner of Christ, we ourselves also are found sinners. Is Christ the minister of sin? God forbid. Minister means a person or thing used to achieve or convey something. Achieve means successfully bring about or reach a desired objective, level, or result by effort, skill, or courage. Convey means to make an idea, impression, or feeling known or understandable to someone. Forbid means refuse to allow something, order someone not to do something, refuse someone or something entry to a place or area. God forbid means used to express a fervent wish that something does not happen. Fervent means having or displaying a passionate intensity. Is Christ the person used to bring about or make known sin? God expressed with passionate intensity that does not happen.
For if I build again the things which I destroyed, I make myself a transgressor.
Transgressor means someone who violates a law, command, moral code, offend, sin. For if I build again the things which I destroyed, I make myself one who violates a law, command, and sin.
For I through the law am dead to the law, that I might live unto God.
For I in the manner of achieving the law am dead to the law, that I might live unto God.
I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless I live, yet not I, but Christ liveth in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me.
In means used as a function word to indicate inclusion, location, or position within limits. Old English in, within, inside. I am crucified with Christ, nevertheless I live, yet not I, but Christ liveth inside me. And the life which I now live within the flesh, I live in the manner of the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me.
I do not frustrate the grace of God, for if righteousness come by the law, then Christ is dead in vain.
Frustrate means to prevent a plan or attempted action from progressing, succeeding, or being fulfilled. Vain means producing no result, useless. I do not prevent the grace from progressing, succeeding, or being fulfilled of God. For if righteousness comes in the manner of the law, then Christ is dead and producing no results and is useless. Jesus' death was a representation of what we must metaphysically do to transform in the blink of an eye at the resurrection. He did not come to save us. He came to show us what we have to do to save ourselves. By us following the laws in the Bible, thinking righteousness come by how many laws we get right, then Jesus died for nothing. That means he couldn't get his message across to anyone, and what he did in vain. By us allowing the men of this world to tell us what laws we have to believe and what laws we have to do to reach salvation, we are leading ourselves to our own destruction and death. We have to stop judging everyone by what they say without us looking at the data, the research, and the proof they have to offer. If we're only believing in what we were taught by another person, and there are people who have researchable data and information that proves what we were taught was misleading, why would anyone not want to look, listen, and research the data to find out if they have been lied to for their entire life? We have become prisoners to our minds through the constant conditioning and teachings of reiteration without knowing it to be true or false. We have been stripped of the knowledge of our ancestors and fed misleading stories of our history, with half-truths and manipulated beliefs to keep us under their control so they can steal our life, time, and energy. This can all be avoided by opening up our mind and analyzing everything for ourselves rather than believing everything we see, hear, and are shown on the TV, news, and radio from the people who are trying to control us. Free your mind from the control of the world by understanding the knowledge of old for yourself. It will change everyone's life once they come to the understanding of who they are, where they came from, and why they are here. Good luck, and God bless. Namaste.